Alright, here's another story my friend Jay told me today. He was like, "Damn, I was at my friend Nick's house, and he had his girlfriend over a cat, and they were wrestling on yoga ball." And I was like, "Bitch, you ain't no Hulk Hogan." But you take out the guy and you be like Hulk Hogan, you know? Like Hulk and like the facial features, but like whole like personality wise. Like one time me and Will, we were playing Star Wars and he invited you over. I was like, "Will, we don't need no Jabba the Hutt for Star Wars. She too fat for Jabba the Hutt." He's like, "No, she's Chewbacca." I like, "Well, she is kind of hairy. Like one day she had like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 17 armpit hairs." I was just like, I just want to swing from them. And I was like, "So, Cat, what's up?" And she was like, "I'm not Cat anymore. I don't like being called Cat." I was like, "Why not?" And she was like, "Cause I know too many cats and I don't like them." I was like Catwoman? And she's like, "No." And I was like, "How do you not like Catwoman?" I mean, she's like Fox or Brown. Like one time I went over to Catwoman's house and I was like, I read her a poem. I was like, one time there's this guy and he liked to eat some pie and he got it in his eye. Ticky tocky clocky. And she was like, and she was like, yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, "You know it." And so I went out and kicked field goals with Gorak, who's half pumpkin, right? I was like, and his dad's a pumpkin, his mom's a human, and he's a champion rock thrower. He beat the German Scheiße Urgalu out one day, and she was like, and he was like, and he beat her. And so, and he's getting really sad because his dad died. I was like, "Urgalu, how'd your dad die?" And he's like, "Well, I didn't have any apple pie, so I was getting kind of hungry. So I carved my dad up, right? And then I made some apple pumpkin pie out of him. And first he tasted kind of gross because I was eating my dad, but then he tasted kind of good." I was like, "Dad, you kind of taste good," but he didn't hear me. I was like, "Where's the whipped cream? You taste really good, Dad. You have good crust and everything." So then Nick came out with Cat, and I was like, "Nick, why are you taking the dog for a walk?" He's like, "No, it's just my girlfriend, Cat." And I was like, "No, but she's a dog. Feed her some kibble bits or something." I was like, and he's like, "Well, I let her play with my bone." I was like, "Nick, she's playing with every guy's bone in this whole entire town." Like one time she was over at my friend Willis's house and she was playing with his pet squirrel's bone. She was like, "A flick, a flick, a flick, a flick, a flick." And Nick was like, "No, that wasn't Willis, that was me. And that wasn't my squirrel, that was you, Damien." I was like, "No wonder I felt so good." And then we went inside and we started playing Django with Mojiv. And Mojiv is smoking his chain, right? And he had to go to the restroom. And Cat was like, "I gotta go to the restroom too." So he's going there and we find him having fun, right? Playing Yahtzee. And so we're like, "Whoa, Mojiv, you need some respect."